Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Footbam. And we are back. Okie dokie, chat. We're back with some more Dinosaurs. Jurassic World Evolution 3. We're back on the Stream Island. I was initially zoomed into the hatchery, which I believe I did put in a new, okay, well, long story short, we started a new island for the Stream Island, where we just kind of reset it and started anew. The big move, as I'll zoom out here in a minute, but I did put a new hatchery. It looks a little cuter, a little nicer. And then we still have, of course, the enclosure, which I have just the Dilophosaurs in right now. Because I'm going to try to... I found out through a little bit of play that even if you have the dinosaurs at not dislike, or I think even at all like, if you put a baby herbivore in with a carnivore long enough, they will get killed, unfortunately. Yes, there's a Dilo baby. Yes, there's some Dilo babies. Sorry, let's slow that down. Oh, he's just having a little sit. Or she. He. Oh, there's the other one. Yeah. So, and then what I did do is up on the hill, I turned into an actual just guest area. Kind of like a MVP / resort area. Like this is the night super. You pay some good money to come up here. You can walk up here. I have like the invisible path right here up the hill. So like people, you'll probably see, you know, people will walk up here. Which, like it says, we're at 3.5 stars, but is it just that I don't have, like... It says it's open. I thought we had it set to have guests and staff, but... Do I maybe just have it on staff right now? Or is there just possibly a weird bug where they, even though it's open... There's some people. They say I moved the Stegos down here. This is the first main guest area that has the visitor center and everything. Innovation center. And then of course Pteranodons are still right over here. Well, or are now over here. They're part of the first guest area. You can come check them out. And then the entryway is over here. Just this little space by itself. This is a custom arrival point. As you see, it'll have 2 helicopters. Think of this one as like the... one of these is the budget helicopter and one of these is the like MVP helicopter or something, like, you know, again, that one you pay the extra bit of money for. And then we have the path kind of comes up here. There's a bathroom, and then you can get on the train before. And then of course I have the response and the maintenance teams are just over here. You know, they come in, they come and go to works. And then at some point, if it seems necessary, as we expand, I'll put in probably a hyperloop for them. Just over the idea that the staff would be able to quickly access other parts of the park easily. Because we do have a whole chunk of map. I did kind of set this up as an enclosure. And then I had a couple of ideas for what to do over here. Which was that I would have a Jurassic tour. We'd have a truck tour where you'd come down into this big old valley. I'll probably just put a good chunk of like herbivores and stuff. Maybe a scavenger, maybe something like we're basically just gonna put some big stuff in here. And then as you see, we have this neat way of having it basically kind of look like the lagoon's water runs off to be their thing, which I think is neat. I think is fun. And yeah, then you'll take the tour. You'll get to see dinosaurs, and then it'll actually even stop, and you can get out at this park tour, where we'll then have another little section of space of stuff. I'm not sure. Like, this will probably be an enclosure. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna try to make like this little. I'm probably gonna try to make this strip something. Like, this might be an enclosure, and then this might be just where it loops up, and then we'll come up the mountain for some extra stuff. Is kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah, like this will be guest area, kind of leading to here, where we'll start moving up the mountain, and we'll have some kind of somebody that I guess can tolerate it. Like maybe the Concavinator or something. I don't know. So like that, this whole section I kind of have some plans and idea for. And then the other big neat thing for the park for here is, so why I have them over here and not over there or anything, despite how it all looks, is they can, I'll just take control of a maintenance team here to show you. So when they go off to do their jobs, they have a whole little tunnel here they built. What the hell? That's a weird chunk of thing to run into. What's happening?
I'll take it from here.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, I'm not sure why that has happened. That was a weird thing to bump into. But yeah, they have this whole little rock tunnel that essentially leads them down and through. A little darker than I thought it'd be. I thought they'd have like little headlights. Damn! Okay, I guess we'll have to clear out some of the foliage that's around here. Let's just turn some of that into grass. I say, technically I do have like a little pathway of sorts, but here. There we go. And then we'll do a little, oops, wrong thing, brushes. We'll do some root riddled dirt. There we go. I don't know if I can... Is there a light I can sneak in there? Oh, back out the rock, my bad. Okay. I guess that probably won't turn on unless it's actually nighttime, but there's some lights in there. But yeah, so they can then access pretty much the rest of the park. Main area. This is where Max's Stegosauruses are. I know she's not necessarily here right now. And we do have a couple little... Oh, they're petting and feeding the baby. Which I would think is not necessarily... Wow, dog, don't just reach over and touch the spike. That seems kind of rude. Oh, and the other baby's just taking a nap. So yeah, that's where the Stegos are. Here's a baby pteranodon. We have sweet little baby pteranodon. And then my roommate's dinosaur is this chosen little Microceratus. Just a wee little guy. Where's number one? This one. This one's the one I like. All vibrant and colorful. This is a little herbivore. And here's the little babies. Little babies. I take a nap right here. A good night. I did a little fancy thing with them, technically. This is where I realized I should have probably been doing most of this on stream, but I was pretty content with what I had going on. There we go. Double check around the edge of the rest of it. So you can probably kind of tell that I have like it still didn't even quite like it's set up just enough for me. So they're contained via invisible fence, right? There we go. Trying to... Contour line. Showing the contour lines makes it a little tricky because it's a little harder to see, but yeah, basically they're contained via the invisible fence. Talk. Oh, okay. Sorry. I got a weird text that I thought I forgot to do something with work. This one's been the trickier little enclosure because I'm trying to kind of hide the invisible fence with my own little barrier. let me turn the contour lines off for now. Okay, there we go. Just making sure they have like just enough water. Oh, it's partially because it. Let's see, maybe we can take the slope out? Can I? I'm gonna try to see if I can find where the point that it takes that bit of water away. Okay. Clearly way too long. I don't have objectives, so they're... I'm just trying to get it back to where it was. There. Oh. Never mind. Okay. Now try this again. Um... Hang on. Let me go to... I know. You want more pasture, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it back. Why? Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. See, this is one of those kind of chillish streams where we're just trying to chill and build. There we go. Okay. And then, my bad. Then we want to do, we just want to give them pasture. And since they're small, I like the little bit of flour. Let's go ahead and just fill the rest of it in with, let's do this for a second. That way you get a good clear view of them. But I do want right here to be. Here we go. Beautiful. And then they need ground leaf and fiber. And then oh, I see, my bad. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful little space. Then maybe we try to sneak one little rock in there for him. Just like a little guy. Nothing too big. Okay, that'd be like as big as I'd say. There we go. One rock. And maybe we try to find a yeah. unbreakable tree. Is there like a... Is there not... Oh, yeah, here we go. Whoa, whoa. There. And they have some water. Okay. And then we also have... I'm pretty sure someone made this. I don't remember, but we have that. We have this big amenity, which has, I'm pretty sure, drink, food, and a gift shop. So that's all in one thing with a bathroom. And we have this cool, like, kind of Hobbity-esque vibe, kind of hotel-looking thing. So, and then of course, you know, a nice little fountain out here. We've done some custom stuff out here. And again, the whole little barrier's pretty custom and everything. And then you have a remote viewing entrance that goes to the log over there, and as you see with the balloon, a balloon tour. Oh, okay. We'll just go to it. Cause... Switch camera. Yes! Over here on the island, I put my choice dino, which is the Indominus Rex. They're just kind of chilling over here, hanging out on their own. I got two of them. Like darker colored one that had a neat little, had a face pattern, which I kind of think is cool. And then at some point we'll implement a day and night cycle, and you'll see the more lux of his pattern. It kind of shows in the shadows, which I think is cool. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at for the park. I'm kind of thinking I might try to sort this out. I do want to do a quick... Now that I fixed the, whatchamacallem, and do a quick save. Kind of munching at the same time. Okay, there's all that. And bring that all. There we go. There we go, there we go. And then if this is an enclosure, I'm gonna use this neat little, it's a smaller, kind of casual one. A little more naturey and such. There we go. And then, hi Papa. Hush, you're fine. I didn't do anything over here yet. Like, I just know that I will at some point have a monorail station connect somewhere in this space. And then probably in here too, just because there's this island. I do want to do something where, like, I have, like, a facility, like, where, like, the entry point and everything is on, like, an island. And maybe even have, like, the, like, and then it'd be connected via hollow things, right? They did have a different idea too, I think, last night, but I don't remember what it was now. At some point, I'm sure it'll come back to me. I just want to know... Okay. Fences. I guess we'll just use that, and then... I think that should be good. I'll probably have to put, like, a rock or something or to keep somebody from walking over here and getting stuck. I'm guessing. Alright. Otherwise, the rest of that should be okay, I think. Okay, so there's that. Okay, Um, let's see if I can maybe flatten this out a little bit more. Um, let's see. Dun 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 dun. I guess I could probably bring this here. Okay, there's that. And then we'd have another enclosure. Here's how we solidify that. Maybe. Okay, there's all that. Yeah. And then we might be able to pull this same thing off right here. But I would try to do it in a way of oh, sorry, stretching. Hey, the dinos. Welcome. Yes. We're back at the dinos. Here, I can show you. I'll re-show the stuff. Here's the original Stream Island, but redone. Your stegos are right here. We got used pteranodons down here. We have Dan's Dilophosaurs over here by the lab. And we have Kiki's Microceratus up here in the little, like, expensive resort area. And then I have my Indominus Rex over here on this first island. Thank you. Yes, here. I'll get a little bit closer so you can kind of see. This is the big expensive people area. It's got fancy fountain and everything. It's got a fancy hotel. A bunch of what's up here are all like custom creations that other people have made. And then here's Kiki's little dinosaur. Real tiny guy. That's why he's in just like a really fancy spot. Dang it. I keep seeing that the environment keeps getting all wacky. Just don't want to lose any more of my water. But I keep trying to maintain this idea that while it is an invisible fence, there we go. Sorry, yes, little microceratops. Yes, yes, yes. The rich folk. Or you could walk up here. You can walk up here to check it out. It's a park. That's why I got a walkable ramp. We got Dan's Dilopho's. We're all here. Down by the lamp. Your stegos. Oh, both the babies are here getting pets. Here's the baby stego. I'm touching it. We, I suppose, allow it. I did make a point that the second Jurassic Park movie would have let you know that that was not going to work out well for you. And the stegos, the stegos. And then we also have used pteranodons chilling over here. Mark, Mark. There's the little one. Meow. Wee little guy. And then I made a fancy custom little tunnel for the rangers slash the maintenance team. It's let me go through there before. But yeah, there's a whole little tunnel. And this is the whole arrival point slash, yeah, this is then where the guests will go. But then like the staff is kind of over here. I will probably make more of an actual staff area, I guess, over here in this big area. But yeah. And then we have... Oh, okay, since you're here... Thank you. But since now I have someone here, you can help... We can decide on a big Carno to put into this enclosure. We already have the Indominus. And I don't necessarily want to do the Indoraptor, because if anything, I'll put the Indoraptor on the other island or something like that. So it's pretty much between these three guys. Either it's T-Rex, the Acrocanthosaurus, or the Giganotosaurus that we want to put into that other enclosure. Oh, yes, you can hear them all roar, too. It's funny to watch that it comes out of my PNG. Giga it shall be then. We'll do the traits real quick. And then there we go. And then do we want the female to have this skin? Basically the idea is, do we want the female or the male to be this one or this one? One is going to be one, the other is going to be the other. So like either the female is going to be the default, or the female will be the JWE version, and then the male will be the other. Female one, male. Okay, so you're saying this one's the guy? Okay, I'm into that. So random. I do think I might start doing this, just because I want to avoid blanks, the blank patterns. And I partially want to do it to some of these because, like, I don't think I can do anything with this. Yeah. So I'm gonna just favorite all the actual colors, and we'll do that. And then similarly, random. Beautiful. Begin the task. Probably this female and this male. That's what I think. I think I like this coloration of female better than this one. Bam. Release via the airlift. Bam, bam. Prey, water, wetland. Okay. So you're gonna want wetland. All of that. Actually, come back up here. Okay, here we go. I thought you had a live feeder in here. Am I mistaken by that? I clearly must be. I'll just put you right here. And now I'll come back here. Bam. And then there we go. Set up probably. Okay, there we go. And Giga is happy. We chillin'. She chillin'. Dinosaurs. What are you doing, bud? Alright, and now, since that's what we've been doing, we might as well plop this right down. Probably over here. Create a plan. Yep, And bit. What? Bit. Bit. Start the program. Begin the breeding. Yes, the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs. And now they'll have little baby dinosaurs. Bam. I see, yeah, we already kind of used one of those viewing galleries over here for them.
During most of your tour, the appropriate information will be automatically selected and displayed for you. Simply touch the...
And then I'd also have this little fancy viewing platform. Oh. Alright. That's fine. The implication is there. Yeah, I think it's because a bunch of that's like right in front of where you'd see it. But that's okay. It's the idea that's in place. The idea... Is that supposed to be like that? Why does it seem like that shouldn't be like that? Is there like a... somewhere. Why is it... What is happening here? I'm confused. Oh, like, why can I not... I feel like I should be able to really put something right there. And now that I've noticed it, it's kind of throwing me off, I won't lie. Is it really like that on this? It is just like that. I am quite confused about this other one. Let's take one over here. How do you edit the top part? There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. Yeah, it's really not gonna let me. How do I... Is there like Is there not like a... Hold, edit height. Why can I not actually bring the height up? How did they build up there, though? I don't understand. I don't think it's even the right thing, technically, but... How do I don't understand. Alright, well... Delete? No, delete the whole thing, idiot. Okay, we'll try one last thing. Yay! Look at that sweet little croca baby. Meh. Hooray! Bam. No more nests needed. But you need a meat. Hit. There we go. A meat for the baby. A meat for the baby. Yeah, the collision and stuff is weird. It doesn't necessarily always make sense. There we go. Nope. Hang on. Oh, here, hang on. Just... Still delete that, though. Oh, and I gotta replace the meat thing. Okay. Try this again. Wait. Wait. We almost got it. We're almost there. We almost... Just a tap. Just, yeah, just... Bam. That had to be it. Bam! Beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is now. Love it. Hang on. Right? That's the whole thing, right? Okay. Now, do I have the whole thing? Hopefully we have the whole thing. Confirm. Make that blueprint. Platform. Edit. Because I'm not going to upload it. I'm not going to steal someone else's thing and act like it's all mine. That'd just be crazy. Yes, yes. See, you should. You should do a build of Nikki or something on stream. Bam. Sweet. Now we got now we got them. Excellent shit. Okay. Now for over here. See if we can do the other thing I would like to try to do. Oh, here, hang on. Hang on, we need slope. Okay, now we'll continue this. And continue to take this kind of this way. And I might technically cut that back in, but we'll see. See if I can try to... There we go. Love that. Nope. Okay, and then... I'm gonna cut this back, like I mentioned. Okay, now we bring this back up. Um. Like, similarly, if this is an enclosure of some kind, I could do that. Like, they'd similarly just have a little weird space that they'd be able to wander to. Not this space. That'll be rocked off. Oh no. So I'm gonna try to... Now I'm gonna try to bring this... Cut this back in. Oh, that was too much. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. Can we cut that just a little bit more? Nope. No, right here. There we go. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Smooth all this over. I didn't mean that much smooth. Do some of this, do some of this, do some of this. Hopefully not lose too much waterfall. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Just a little bit, 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 a little bit. Okay, now I can check, check, check. Just overall smooth. Some overall smooth. Bam, 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 bam. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. There we go. And then We'll have to figure out what we'll do here for the mountain. And then here, enclosure. We'll need a lagoon hatchery. Would I be able to actually do that? Okay, I can get behind it. Maybe. No. Not quite. Are there any other cool ones? Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a little looky look. Oh. Hang on. There we go. I don't think it's necessarily that hidden, but that might work. What does this look like? Whoa, that's huge! God damn. That's cray-cray. What is that supposed to do? Why is there such a big rock? We're gonna find a decent one. I mean, I'm sure some people would show up. You just gotta go for it. Bum 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 bum. Why are there so many, like, extra things attached to it? Come on, Papa. Come on. Come sit. How is it I don't understand what's obstructing it. What obstructs it? There's nothing else there. Try this again. Jesus! It's weird. Okay. I like that. If I gotta research it again, I'll be a little bummed, but that might still be... Huh. Interesting. Sorry, I'm debating if I like that one or not. Yeah, no worries, no worries. What are we at on our time? Hour and a half? That's not too bad. Okay. Okay. We're gonna in fact use this one. Put that there. Blip, 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 blip. And then we're gonna go ahead and put in... Can I actually? Oh, hello. No, just put it in right there. And then attraction. So we need a good one of these of some kind. No. That's kind of cool. No. What does this look like? It has cherry blossoms. Show me some more. What by the rating? Damn, that's big as hell. Good lord. That's fucking huge. What is this? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, it's like a shark cage kind of thing. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. I am gonna... Oof. Careful with that. I mean, there's some things that I really like. Dang it, I just wanted to install. I just want to have it. But we also haven't decided what we're putting in here yet. You know what I mean? I wasn't done with my rating. That seems like it's really big for almost no reason. What's this look like? That's kinda... Like, the front's kinda cool. But this is kinda lame. Ooh, okay. I think we found the winner, chat. We may have found the winner, chat. Having like the natural rocks. Yeah. Do I put it right next to the lab? I suppose we could. I also, though, want to put in the lagoon dome. Biome. I mean, that's cool. I'm gonna install it because I like it. Well, let's see. Let's see. Bunch of that seems very fucking... Okay, and then we're gonna put this one over here. Bam. And then we also need... the actual marine feeder. Bam. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. So now we have a whole lagoon. I want to try to put probably one big thing and then like a small thing. You know? Like we'll put one of these three and then one of these four. Part of me is thinking either Plessy or Attenborough, just because I like them. I like them a lot. So the question is what big guy do we use? Megalodon's alright, but it's just a shark. Plesiosaur? Okay, so we'll go with Plesiosaur for the little one. But do we go Mosasaur or do we go Chronosaur? Yeah, to me it's one of these guys. Chrono or Mosa. It'll be a little bit, because I gotta be able to get it all connected. I just wanted to, you know, get it established. And then I'll similarly... Can I... I'm gonna try to select all the rocks that I have here. Okay, I think that's all the rocks. Confirm. Bit. And then let's go ahead and grab a couple more rocks. Grab a couple more rocks for this little space here to make it seem a little bit more unique on its own. equip that. And then... Okay. Nah. Yeah. That'll be good. Bam. And you're saying Chrono? Chrono it'll be. All I gotta do here is... I don't necessarily need additional bays. We'll claim there's an extra scientist here. Okay. Then I can kind of come back over to this and... then we can drop a bunch of foliage and stuff over here. And then a little bit here. A little bit just around here. Ba-ba-bam. And ba-ba-bam. Debating if I should drop this little chunk in. Let's see what that looks like. Bam. There. I don't know if this little chunk even mattered, actually. Okay. And down. Okay. Just put some foliage there. There we go. Foliage. Foliaged. So we got a whole space and some for thing for dinos. Beezy! It's Beezy McGeezy. Let's turn it to grassland since we know what this is now. It was more just so I could know to push this downwards. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. Weird that they put rocks right in the middle of the track, but that's fine. Bam. Good enough. I trying to amp up the energy for a stream today. You know, I can get that, BZ. I was gonna kinda do this stream yesterday, but then I was feeling real fucking tired and out of it, of sorts. So here we are doing it today. By the way, so you're aware, your Dilos are down here, just living their best little life. Down here where the lab is, technically. They have a couple little, where are they? Where are they? There we go. We got a couple little Dilos. They're here. And then, Kiki's dinos are these little microceratuses. That's the baby. There's the one. We got Max's Stegos down here in the main viewing area of Dino. The main guest area. And we got a couple babies. We have used Pteranodons over here. Bam, bam, bam. They're all chilling. They're all cruising, and some are napping, some are flying. I have my Indominus Rex over here in their own space, where they can cause nobody trouble. They're similarly just kind of chilling, enjoying their best time in life. And then we also decided to put Giganotosaurus in this space. And they got a nice little baby. You don't look like me. You look like your mother. And yeah, and so we just finished building this whole little lagoon space, which also provides kind of this illusionary idea that both ends kind of run off. Like this one goes into an actual enclosure where they cruise through, and then this other side is just done down into like a divot of sorts. Like technically, if I came through with the foliage, it'd probably be like this. There. So it'd be kind of like that. Do this, because technically we're gonna put in put one here. And then we put... Hang on. Oh, no. We have our blueprint. Right. Turn it to face kind of that way. Can we even get it like on the edge here? Bam. And that'll be another like danger dino. Some other kind of carno will be over there. We can do that. We can decide on like 2 or 3 different carnos. Because I'm gonna put something kind of in this space, I think. The big decider, I guess, should be if I can put in some worder. I don't know if I could. Let's see if we can just... Because maybe... I don't know if it'll let me. What, like right about here-ish? That might be too tall, though. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and back that up now. Let's reclaim our mountain. Okay. Because I technically could probably do, yeah. See, I can do right here. And then, can we maybe about here? Yeah, okay. I'll think about if I'm gonna keep that. I guess technically we will, because I do want to do some kind of thing here. I don't know. Let's take it away for now. Bring it on back into the flurry. Blah 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 blah. Oh. It won't let me do anymore. Oh shit. Something like that, I guess. That's not what I wanted. And then do a quick little bit of smooth, 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 smooth. Smooth, 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 smooth. Now we have gates for here, we have a gate for here, we have a gate for here. They can get their own thing. These guys are low enough that I basically create the illusion that they could probably just, like, you know, drive by and get them anyway. And then these guys, I don't know what you would do about this. Because I don't think it's not like you would just make, like, a whole little section to put a ranger team in just for that, right? Okay. So there's that, there's that. Let's put a rock. Okay, there's that. That way, for some reason, even if I let whoever walk over here, they can't, like, cross over. Okay. Um... Okay. There we go. That'll be that. And then... let's go ahead and... this is all guest space. gonna be like this is all guest area. But then I do gotta kind of sort out what I'm gonna do with all of it. We might do something similar as the VIP area where we do like another small thing like in the middle of it. Because the thing is like we're gonna do Is this the same one that I have over here? I think it is. I think I just used the JPUG. Yeah. Bip, 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 bip. So this would go like... Mia? And then similarly... I'm wondering... Ooh, is there like a cool... Ooh, there might be. It looks like there might be. You know, that's not bad. Show me some more. Let me put it by rating. I'm gonna install this one because I like it, and we might use it. It was not done. Bring it all back. I do like that. I like the idea of what it presents. Like, you would have an even higher up spot that you could see. That one's kind of cool. I do kind of like this too. Just very reinforced. That's kind of cool. Hub. That one's also pretty good. Let's see. Ooh, what about this? Okay, this one I think I like. But is that something do we want to actually put one over here? Oh, like I think I do, but I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Let's just install it so we have it. So take this, let's move it. Well, because I want to make it go up the mountain too, so I think... let's see. Oh, actually, that might be the trick. Okay. So there's that. Okay, there's that. That's how that'll connect. Shit. Okay. Minds have been changed. Let me just put this. Or should there be two? Yeah, leave it. And yeah, that'll go there. I may end up doing a similar thing. Cause yeah, that's gonna these will be enclosures of some kind in some capacity. Undetermined how and in what way, but we'll play with the idea of it getting to stay. Put all that back. that in. Put all that back. Okay. Now what I did realize is I should probably put some kind of barrier to keep dinos from just walking up the ramp and leaving. Oh. Yeah, we can do this. That's silly. Keep going. I guess I shouldn't need the gate. Okay. Now I think that would, in theory. Okay, here's what we do. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. Raid button. The raid button. And another rock. There we go. And then do another little... That's, I think, too big of a rock. Okay, there we go. Need some more rocks. Maybe it didn't need to be that big of a rock, but fuck it. Here. Bam. There we go. And now let me put this back. Okay, there's that. There's that. So now I can do... We're gonna do this luxury one. Bam. Now that's connected. Which means now I could technically go bip. I could go bip bip. Bip. Bip.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery.
And then we have
To observe our magnificent animals.
Stop. Stop making a weird sickle. There we go. And then this. Bam. And for now, for the sake of connection,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform ready
and
to
then
investigate
go
and
back down
elevate the view
to
of
this
our wonderful
one.
dinosaurs.
Bam. Okay. There we go. Now we can finally work on the... Oof. Alright. We're gonna do our last thing, and then actually we'll probably be wrapping up now that I'm looking at the time. Before I get lost in the sauce further. Up the traits. Dang, like what? Dang. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure you'll be able to get Frostpuck at some point, though. I like that. Oh. Curses. How'd you end up with the same thing? So mangrove forest and Rana. No, I've already... Damn it. Female. Okay, do that. Check. Alright. Get rid of both of those. There's that. Then... Plesiosaur. Yeah, maybe a little bit. We might have gone a little longer than I initially thought we would, but that's okay. Annie and Annie. Okay.
Synthesis procedure complete. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Dinosaurs to the park.
Sweet. And now we have our Chronosaurs. All socializing and sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to
And now we have
welcome a Plesiosaurus
Plesiosaurs.
to the park.
Yay! So we officially have an aviary, and we have a lagoon on the stream island. Sweet. That's probably where I'm gonna have it wrapped for the time being. Made some pretty good progress. I mean, obviously I had done a kind of a handful of things over here beforehand. I think we're also gonna do kind of a similar thing over here. where I think I'm gonna put in one of these two. Quick last little bit here to fill in the space. Or do we do this one? Okay, it's probably going to be a Quetzal, because... Oh, I do remember my other idea while I'm going to talk about it. There's another map that I kind of have that made like a big-ass mountain range, and I kind of want to see if I can do... I want to see if I can do like a cool big mountain thing where like these Quetzals would like live on the mountain, not in a dome, so to speak. Let's see if we can get a... Let's go with like this, and then this. Select an egg. Oh. Discard the egg. Select a new one. Do it again. Select the egg. Incubate. Release the Quetzal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased.
Now, hopefully I won't run into a problem with either of these that I did before with the dinosaurs. Where they're going to kind of hang out in here, and hopefully they won't kill the baby pteranodon. This is where I'm going to kind of make my save again. Okay. You would want arid and wetland. There we go. We need a little bit of wetland. Just stick that in here, I guess. There we go. They're comfy. Pteranodons are still happy. Everybody's still happy. So yeah, hopefully the Quetzals will not fuck with the babies. And then similarly, once we do this, hopefully the Chronos won't fuck with the babies. If that starts happening, then we will have to remove them from the situation. Even if that means we make like another one or the other somewhere in this space, somewhere. Either way, I think that's going to be about where we're going to wrap it up. We got some pretty good progress. We'll make some more dino decisions next time, especially for the 2 enclosures, and I guess 3 if you want to count the other island. And then after that, we will figure out what we're going to do with this other guest space, how we're going to make this into another like a mountainy guest space / enclosure space up here. And then similarly work on this whole little chunk. But I'm feeling pretty content with this. And we'll decide on a bunch of dinosaurs to fill into the valley here. Because we're gonna definitely fill this with maybe one of every kind of herbivore. So yeah. But yes, thank you. I think it's turned out pretty good so far. And like at some point, once all of that's done, like once we have it all really established, then I might go through with like a real fine-tooth comb and do like do different scenery stuff, you know, put some maybe different types of fencing or stuff around. You know, I could fuck with a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. Either way, thank you so much for watching. If you did, when you did, how you did, why you did, all them good things, and we will be sure to catch you on the next one. Until then, bye-bye, and enjoy the rest of your day.